A more than 6-hour manhunt is over. The Sandusky County Sheriff's Office has posted that the subject that they've been looking for, Scott Dodd, is in custody. In a few minutes, we are going to be getting an update from the Sheriff's Office and from police about what happened. But we know that for the past at least 6 hours, they've been looking for Dodd because of an incident happened this morning at the Union Bank. They believe that him and a police officer got into some sort of scuffle that led to Dodd stabbing the police officer in the neck. We last heard that this police officer was in surgery. We haven't gotten any update on her condition. We are still waiting to hear more about this officer. But we know that for the past 6 hours, there have been multiple agencies who have been looking for Dodd. Ohio BCI, the U.S. Marshals, Ohio State Highway Patrol, multiple sheriff's offices and multiple police departments have been here assisting in this search. They've been using aviation. They've been using K-9 units. They were searching mainly in the northwest area of Gibsonburg and wooded areas and near the quarry. Just probably around 30 minutes ago, we got word that they did capture Dodd. He's 25. We know that he was previously, according to court records, he's on probation for allegedly assaulting a minor or a juvenile. We don't know that much else about him. We are waiting to learn more, but officers did say this is someone that they know. Again, in just a few minutes, we are going to be getting more information. You can see a lot more law enforcement officers have been gathering in this area. This has been the staging area all day as they have been looking for Dodd. We're hoping to learn a little more information about what led up to the situation, how that officer is doing, and any information they can share about Dodd. Again, they had multiple agencies out here for at least the past 6 hours. Multiple sheriff's offices, multiple police departments, Ohio BCI, the Ohio State Highway Patrol. They were using aviation. They pulled in one of the aviation units from Columbus, actually came out here to help find Scott Dodd. He's 25 years old. Again, allegedly stabbed a police officer, a Gibsonburg police officer, in the neck. We are still waiting for any updates on how she's doing. We know that she was in surgery. In hopefully just a few minutes, we are going to get more information from law enforcement. This has been at least 6 hours, though, of them searching for Dodd since the incident that happened here at the bank this morning. We see Sheriff Hilton, who is the Sandusky County Sheriff, walking over here. Law enforcement agency. We were hoping this will be, we're going to get the update.
Hey, Sheriff. Are we all ready? We need a minute. 1 minute.
I'm Sheriff Hilton. This is Chief Carr of Gibsonburg. It's the police chief here.
If you have to.
Yep.
How's that? So this is going to be really brief. Just want to update everybody in the community. There was an officer involved shooting this morning. An officer was stabbed by a suspect. That officer is in stable condition. We're not identifying their name. But the suspect, Scott Dodd of Gibsonburg, has been taken into custody just a short while ago. He also has some injuries, and he'll be transported to Toledo for treatment.
Where did you find him?
I'm not sure of the exact location, but it was here in town.
Was it in that perimeter in the woods?
Correct. We have a ton of law enforcement agencies that have been assisting us setting up a perimeter and squeezing in the areas, and that's how we were able to get them. I can't thank the Sheriff's Office, BCI, every local police department from Fremont to Woodville, Ottawa County, Erie County, Toledo, all showed up to help us and did a great job, and we're very appreciative. And I'm sure I'm not naming everybody, Ohio State Highway Patrol, just a ton of people that helped us out, so we're very appreciative. And we'll have no other questions on that, except that the BCI will be handling it since it's an officer-involved shooting, and then the Sheriff's Department will be handling the criminal aspect of it.
Can you just answer, the officer was called here on a call to the bank?
The officer was assisting somebody, yes.
You're saying shooting, so did the officer involved fire at
The suspect does have injuries that would reflect that, and that's all we can say at this point. Okay?
How many agencies are here?
I can probably tell you there's upwards of 10 different agencies. The FBI, the U.S. Marshals, Ottawa County, Wood County, Sandusky County Sheriff's Office. We've had BCI here. We've got Perrysburg Township has come. Oregon PD showed up. So it's been the most collaborative effort in a manhunt. State Patrol and the Sheriff's Office deployed their SRT teams, and that's what we did with the plan we came up with. We pushed him to a spot where we could apprehend him just probably about 300 yards from here. But it was a completely collaborative effort with everything we did. Chief Carr was taking care of his officer. We took care of the rest, and this is what we do for each other. And it was truly a federal, state, local collaborative effort, and it turned out the way it should. The suspect's in custody, and hopefully the officer's going to be okay.
Sheriff, when you guys pushed him in, was he armed? Did he have the weapon on him?
That I can't tell you at the moment. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to debrief any of the arresting officers at the time. It was, again, my SRT team and the State Patrol's SRT team that apprehended him. He is in custody.
Has the shelter in place been lifted?
Not as of yet. That's going to be up to Chief Carr to do.
It will be here momentarily.
We know that one of your officers came over after she made that call to help her. How is that officer doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
It was him. Yeah.
How big of a relief is it to know that someone who injured one of your officers is in custody and will face justice?
I'm very relieved. Very relieved. Not everybody gets that, and I'm glad we do.
I know this is a difficult situation for all the officers involved in this when an officer is injured. Will you go through some type of debriefing, or what will happen next for everyone?
We will do a critical debriefing, and we do that for any incident of this nature. Not that it happens all the time, but we're prepared for it.
What's the current status of the officer?
Stable. That's all we can say is stable.
And how long has she been on the department?
I'm not going to answer any questions about her status yet, or the officer's status. So,
What hospital is she at?
Toledo St. V's. So, that's all I got. Unless you got anything,
Suspect's
Sheriff.
also going to be transported to that same hospital.
Will they transport to
Yeah.
St. V's?
Yes, and the Sheriff's Office is going to handle the security for him till he is released for Gibsonburg Police Department.
Do you know what charges we're looking at right now?
Right now, I have one of my detective captains doing the charges right now. He conferred with the prosecutor's office. We're probably going to come up with one initial charge, and then there'll probably be some addendums to that and some additions. I don't know what that is at the moment, but he will have criminal charges by the time he gets to the hospital in Toledo.
Was his parents able to help you find him?
His parents were not involved.
What time did the incident happen, and then what time was the suspect called?
The incident occurred, I believe, with Gibsonburg PD. Chief, you'll have to do that. I know the last time we saw the suspect after it happened was at 9:18 this morning, and he would have been apprehended roughly, I don't know, I'd have to look at our RMS CAD system to find out exactly when that was, but you're talking, oh gosh, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
And where did you last see him? I mean, after he took off running, because we heard him say that we didn't know which direction he went. But where did
So
you
the
see him?
last way he was seen was on Stone Street over here in Gibsonburg, and that was again at 9:18 this morning, and we've been searching for him ever since. So we've set up perimeters with the help of the State Patrol. They were instrumental, and we set up several perimeters. We squeezed it, and then we came up with a plan to deploy SRT with dogs on foot to push him to a certain area, and then he was taken into custody.
Did the dog get him?
Nah, that I don't know.
Do you know if the suspect's in the hospital because of the apprehension this afternoon, or
It's
something
pretty
that happened
it's
this
pretty
morning?
standard anyway to take somebody, especially with the weather and the heat and the circumstances. He's going to be evaluated medically anyway, and I couldn't comment on his condition right now.
I think we all want to know is that we did hear some shots when this incident happened. Did she hit him?
I can't confirm that right now. I don't know.
Is he in stable condition?
I can't confirm that. He is en route to the hospital as we speak. Anybody got anything else? Again, Chief Carr, Mayor Fote, Lieutenant Burgos, myself, we thank you guys for coming out and letting people know what's going on, but this was truly a collaborative effort, and it resulted in a good outcome.
Mayor, do you have anything that you want to say before we?
It's a bad day in our community, right? But just echoing what the sheriff said, it's great to see the law enforcement community all come together to get the outcome that we needed, and to hopefully get justice here for our officer and the issues that happened. So I've been here on the ground all day. I left work, got here as quickly as I could to support however these guys needed it here on the ground, and I'm very appreciative for all the help that we've got from all the agencies. It's a tragic day. Nothing we want to see happen. Prayers to our officer and her family. It's just it's good to see the outcome that we got here, and now we need to move forward, and now we need to see justice for her.
Is there any more threat to the community?
I do not believe so.
We don't believe so at this time, no.
When was the last time an officer returned on the job here?
I don't know that we've ever had
I
one.
can't think of one. Not since I've been here. I've been here 11 years. I can't think
When was the last officer involved shooting?
We have never had one.
So would this be considered like the first officer involved situation where an officer was in the hospital or hurt?
13 to one of the
Maybe we had an officer hurt mildly before, but this is definitely the most critical and the only critical one we've probably ever had that I can recall.
Yeah, things like that just don't happen here.
I don't know who this belongs to. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
If you were just joining, we just got an update from the Sandusky County Sheriff's Office, from Gibsonburg Police. They say that the suspect, 25-year-old Scott Dodd, is in custody. They said they apprehended him in a wooded area after basically cornering him probably just around 300 yards away from here. We know that he's currently being transported to the hospital. We don't have any word on his condition. But as for the officer that was stabbed, they are not releasing any information about the officer specifically. We were told that she is in a stable condition. We know that she was in surgery earlier. We are going to hopefully learn more about the officer. As for charges, they are hoping to at least get one charge for Dodd and then continue from there. The sheriff's office says that they are working with the prosecutor. This is, again, a story we will be continuing to follow and keep you updated both online and on air. Reporting in Gibsonburg, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.